it's interesting to me that I hear everybody talking about what a special relationship they have with Virginia, but Mary and Pete and I know that it was really, we were the ones who had this. Virginia, she was talking about the typing, the typewriter, listening to typewriter tonight. When I first started working for the judge, it was before, we had computers, personal computers, so I would draft an opinion for the judge and give it to, and you're talking about her handwriting. Mine was atrocious, still is atrocious, but the next morning, magically on my desk would be this perfectly typed opinion. But I will have to say, we were talking about how she was really the CEO of the chambers. As I read what I had written, I'm pretty sure that I wrote about half of it. There were changes made that I was very thankful for, because she knew better than I did what the judge wanted. It was definitely much better than what I had given her the night before. But the wonderful thing, and I was trying to imitate her as I was talking to my sisters. I was driving up here this morning. I lived down in Mobile. And I was trying to imitate the telephone calls that I have over the years received from Virginia. And they would always start out kind of the same, "Hey, Rosemary, I just love you so much." And it was has always been so heartwarming to me to get that from her. And Pete and I were having coffee before the service, and I've worked for a lot of people over the years as a lawyer and as teacher and various other things. And absolutely, clearly, without question, the best job I've ever had. And while Judge Allgood was a huge part of that, it was really the combination of Judge and Virginia. It sort of reminded me some of my relationship with my parents, because my dad would tell my mother would tell me. And when he didn't feel comfortable telling me directly, and so I experienced Judge Allgood a lot through Virginia, and she was just wonderful to me. And I think I can speak for Pete and Mary that we had a very special relationship with her, and I think that regardless of what you may think. I remember very vividly when Judge Allgood passed away, and Mary called me and told me, and I was plural at that time. I was pregnant with my first child, and I can remember lying on the sofa and crying and thinking about how I had to get hold of myself. And I flew into Birmingham. I was living in D.C. at the time. Mary picked me up at the airport, and we were both basket cases, and we went and bought huge poinsettias. And we went to the funeral home, and front and center, standing there in that chapel, was Virginia. And it was like the most wonderful thing, because she pulled us together, and she was laughing. And once we started laughing, we were okay. And it was all Virginia. So I will miss her so much. She was very important to us and to me.